You seem to have undergone quite a profound conversion in Mexico, Mr. Mendes.
You could not have seen it yourself and not, Professor. As we disembarked, even through my fever, I saw the detritus of this so-called progress. I saw starvation and disease, rot and destruction polluting the waters of the Empire. We are ruiners, you and I, and all of us, and we make the world unclean.
And you took it upon yourself to act as Redeemer.
Professor, I would not be so presumptuous. I am merely a conduit. I am constructing an architecture to wrestle our damnation to the ground and smother it with steam.
Water. Hey, goddamn water.
He's here!
Okay.
I said you'd come.
These must be the bilge pumps. I'm at the heart of the saboteur's efforts. In order to keep his flood in place, he must have disabled the vast pumps. But he was clearly rushed. Thus far, he has left most of his work incomplete. His clumsy efforts reduced to simply switching off all that he could find. We can locate the controls. If I can locate the controls, the remedy will be simple. I doubt it's that simple. Fucking water. Oh, I fucking hate you.
Ahead, the trickle to still waters. I dragged myself deeper into the temple, downward ever, towards a wind that held the voices of my children, beckoning me to set them free.
Fuck was that? Palm, it seems once again I must engage it. I cannot help but feel I'm trapped in some great game, forced to undertake endless Herculean labors for promised reward, my darling children. Man, we're just waiting for this shit to break.
Oh shit! I fucking knew it. Son of a bitch. Oh, fuck that. There's water down there.
to that, conform to that. Flood's drain have prevailed, the saboteur is beaten, my heart pounds with excitement even as my head spins and shudders in fibrous anticipation. How this machine now throbs about me, sensing its rebirth is imminent. Final descent beckons me to enter, as Lily once lay on our wedding bed and summoned me into manhood. Okay. The children dancing, they pulled the child loose from the thresher, or at least what was left. More where that came from, said the foreman, apologizing for the inconvenience. Curled into my bunk, all sick and sweat reddened, they cleaned my room about me, but I can only hear the voice from within. That gentlest of stones, it sings to me, and I dream of a great machine. We would build a new world from the ruins of the old. We would plant flowers in the rotten rib cage and let them grow to hold the sky from falling. I remember how it whispered to me as we rolled sick and heaving, and I remember when we pulled into Southampton and we both wept, for it was every bit as much as desecration as had been sung to me. And then we came to London, and I set it upon the the mantelpiece, and went into the house and gathered the servants and set on recrafting them. And then I went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls under the weeping bulges of the rhododendrons. When they first said Daddy, my heart was molten as if blood frozen upon the ground were held to the sun to thaw and slop. and they were inseparable, always together, one soul and two bodies. And my love was all-consuming. I would die for you, I whispered to their sleeping faces. I would kill. I would set this world to ruin to protect you. I fought through dark tunnels, great engines, the foulest of beasts. I have set my covenant and drained this flood. And I am come for you now, my darling boys. Go. Stop no unauthorized persons to enter this facility by order of the manager. Damn, how tough
And we
is
came
this?
then to London, and you set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the servants, and reset you and I on recrafting them, and then you went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls alone. For your children, Magnus, to spare them the world you have created. For us all.
Oh, dear God. Dear Christ, what is this place? I tried so hard. I will uphold my promise. I will always protect them for you. My eyes are your eyes. My heart is your heart. I will rip them loose from this rotten world and set them to burn, all to save them.
And they feel no pain. The process is completely humane.
Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition?
Ask the beggar, Professor.
Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
How deep does this go? Now to find the ignition controls and start the machine once more. Elated, I stride forth upon these catwalks. I am coming, my darlings. I have almost saved you.
Quickly, quickly, the air is thin. Their little faces tell no madness. They suffocate, they suffocate.
Daddy, Daddy!
Now, madness, set them free. Set them all free.
What the fuck?
I live. I breathe again. I rise. I will rise to bleach the sky and still the water. I will spin the world wheel and set the future upon the path to redemption.
Where are my children? You promised me my children!
My time is come. More pig. More pig.
Boys. Boys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Amanda, saboteur. You can't come in. No, you can't come in. You must sleep in the yard, bad pig, you dirty pig. Stinky, filthy animal, you bad child, you stinking child, you filth. So I was a saboteur. Fuck.
And, emerging, I raised my head to an uncaring sun, and I cursed this world of pain and despair. This civilization built on the ricketed bones of the unfortunate, on the greed and swell of mammon and empire. Cradling a stone egg in my jacket, I kissed my children farewell, and I crawled my way home.
Oh, that's a little creepy. Can a man construct himself anew? Can a man, on realizing who he is, on what he has become, tear himself apart down to the bricks and begin again? Are our souls just this, tiny cogwheels and clockwork and intricate machines to serve, function that upon reflection we might set to a new task? Can a man define by his actions, defined by that which he now finds abhorrent, set to sabotaging this body, this machine, until those children of his soul turn in a new motion, and he may awake to a new sun, a new year, a new century with hope in his heart? As I reach my hands to the exposed wires, I ask myself this: is redemption possible for such a creature as I? And if not, then surely better to die amongst my creations than to continue to live as a monster. Fucking seriously. So it is done. The saboteur was me, and the voice on the telephone was him. But what of us? How do we connect? Surely I cannot be responsible for all I see about me. I cannot remember. I cannot remember. All I can grasp is the moment when the world split into two pieces and the innards of humanity fell as churn. They gave into my open